Beautiful hair. A BlackBerry. Low battery, no signal. Alright. Whoa. That's a strong emotion. What was that for? What did you read? Or what did you not read? You're waiting for something? Damn, I would cry and enjoy my feelings too if I was in a field like that. Like, look at that shit. Wow. If I had long hair like that too, bro, I would be in my feelings all the time. Alright. This is Mobile Murder Mystery, which I don't even know what's it about. Because I thought the art looked cool and that's why I played. Unseen narrator. It's the second day of December. At this time of the year, I finish work way after the sun sets. Rain had been falling for a couple of days now, and it had been cold. Suddenly, between 3 and 4 in the afternoon, the icy showers had stopped, followed by a shivering dampness in the air. The sky is pitch black, and the gas lamps in the street seem bright enough to pierce through my eyes. I don't really register my way back home. The steps I take are all automatic. It takes me a few moments to find my keys. I guess my hands got numb from the cold. I keep fumbling for my keys for a while. When I'm inside, the familiar smell of moldiness fills my lung. That's not good. Most of these buildings have it. I think I've grown to like it at this point. You shouldn't. Next, I cautiously climb the stairs, trying to avoid my neighbors. That's some real shit. Things have been silent lately, so I should be fine. As I enter, I think about nothing in particular. What a weird thing to say. Today is the second day of December, but this could be the first or the third. It's the same each day, really. Most of the time, I do two things: work, then rest at home. I usually go straight to bed, gradually sinking into a state of forgetfulness. Why are you telling me all of your routine? Boring routine too. I mean, it's okay. I'm here to listen to whatever you say, you know. But I just don't see the point. Maybe it will be revealed later. I'm just impatient, guys. Come on now, brain rot. I put my phone on silent mode and leave it on my desk. Then I go to the bathroom, wash my face, and have a glass of water. Today I feel sick and cold. My lungs are heavy and burning from the rainy weather. How is it burning from the rainy weather? The next thing I know, I'm lying in bed. And soon enough, my consciousness starts to fade away. As my mind briefly leaves this place, it projects all sorts of forms and patterns in my head. The nature of these shapes would serve as a better introduction to who I am than I could ever hope to tell. Why? At first, the phosphenes don't form anything. They have a name? I just know that. Tiny red dots litter my vision, almost too small to have color. They move and stay in place at the same time. If I'd open my eyes, they would remain. I've seen this familiar little shape since I was 3. They always reminded me of cherries. I see heads, long lost and forgotten, stiff and lifeless. They all wear the universal expression of pain. I know they aren't real, but they still frighten me. What scares me the most is that their pain always seems more genuine than that of the actual people living here. On second thought, they may be the same. The forms change again, and I see shades of deep blue descending deeper and deeper, with floating spherical creatures living the scene. Filling the scene. Shit. My brain shuts down as I enter the realm of dreams. A soothing warmth envelops me. For a moment, I see a scene from my early childhood. Where the fuck do you live at? Anyway, that looks cool. Reminded me of... Cry of Fear? Who knows? It's a vague memory. The colors from way back seem brighter and more vivid. I try to hold on to this image, but the more I think about it, the more distant it becomes. I see a station leading into the sunset. There's nothing beyond the rails. They don't lead anywhere. I start to feel my throat aching again. Same, because I don't know, man. Talking too much hurts my throat. Like, I think I'm crazy or something. I open my eyes to see the tiny red cherries gone. I'm back on the second day of December, present time. This wasn't the rest I needed. I've just had the kind of sleep that leaves you feeling more tired than before. Tossing around in bed, I tried to find a way to get back onto the station. Deep down, I wanted to leave. An unfamiliar glow shot up from my phone. A call. Right, I muted it. Who could that be? I nervously grabbed my device, which I mostly use to check the time. To my surprise, I see an unexpected name in my recent call history. It's one of the girls from work. Aglaia Kovacs. 1818, damn, she's spamming shit, alright? I've had 4 missed calls from her in the past 2 hours. With the phone in hand, I sit down on the edge of my bed. I guess I'm ready to call her back. After 4 rings, she receives my call. Hey, that's the girl. Wait, is that Aglaia or is that me? Who knows? Sorry for calling you this late. At first, I wanted to leave a note on your table, but calling you directly seemed like the proper way to approach this for me. I've made up my mind, so there's no going back now. Today was my last day at work. I quit. I know that doing this without the 2-week notice is pretty unprofessional, but when I think about going to work tomorrow, I was restless. This has been building up inside me for a while now. At first, I had no intention of trying to stop her. She's made up her mind, after all. But as her boss, I should have something up my sleeve to counter her somehow. Boss? Damn, bruh. Bosses are depressed about their own feelings and not about the job, the work, their company. Damn, I thought bosses are like heartless people. I should be paying attention to what she's saying. But as soon as I found out what this is about, my ears shut down in denial. See, heartless and bitchless. She's still monologuing. Hearing her anxiously making up excuse making me think I'd really be in trouble if she quits out of the blue like that. I feel a sudden wave of dissatisfaction thinking about doing all the work on my own. Sure, letting her go without the 2-week notice period would be a nice thing, but without any time for preparations, I'd do double the work in peak season. With how understaffed we are, I might just quit after her in the end. Boss, are you still listening? What are your thoughts on this? Sorry, man, but if I was the boss, I would not let you go. Please, man. I'm tired as balls if I need to work alone. And I don't know why you want to quit. Is the place bad? Is there something bad? Cause... Alright, I'm just judging you based on your cover here. You look like a sweet person. I want you to be in the company, bitch. Come on now. Make her work for 2 more weeks. But I don't want to be mean. I mean, she should have done the 2-week thingy-majig, right? I don't know anything about work. It's in the clause, you know, the Santa Claus thing. I don't know what's it called. Anyway, I'm sorry. I tell her that without her help, we couldn't handle this month. Not to mention the trouble of finding a replacement. Yeah, I get that. If that's your answer and it's final, I get that. But I can still just stop going to work when it all comes down to it. I try keeping my cool and tell her that she's right, but she'd give me a lot of trouble that way. Look, I know work would be challenging without me. I just have a lot on my mind. Maybe we are thinking about the same troubles. You know, I suppose what I'm doing isn't fair after all. So, Yeah, I'll try my best to hold my end of the bargain. I'm on your team for 2 more weeks. And thanks. It was the workplace I've hated the least, and that's on you. What does that mean? Wait, does that mean I make the workplace not that hated? I don't know what that's supposed to mean, man. It's so fucking stupid. Now, you could just say that in any other way. You don't have to be this complex, sickly, making that shit up. If there's anything else I can help you with, I tell her automatically. Nah, don't worry. Aglaea's breathing was heavy. It was clear that she was on the road. From the way she was gasping for air, I've had a feeling that she's not on a pleasant evening stroll. I'm pretty sure she has her own problems, and I don't want to push her too hard. But it feels like I have no other options. Tell her that these 2 weeks will pass by swiftly. I thank her for her work and hang up, just before the silence gets awkward. I love awkward. I don't know what the deal is here, but it's not my burden to bear. I have enough problems as is. I'm feverish. I need some rest. And tomorrow, I've got to try looking for a replacement. I could print some advertisement about the job and post them on the notice boards around town. It breaks up my usual routine. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It should feel good because your usual routine, which I assume is before you get a call from the Aglaea, is pretty fucked. I've had some trouble later that night. I've spent an eternity in this half-dream, half-waking state. My instincts were sending constant alarms to my brain, and I've had a vague feeling that something was watching me. It's me. I tried breaking the spell by reaching for the lamp, but it wasn't working. In the end, my mind faded into a shallow sleep. That's not the good sleep, right? I started the next day early. It was a bright, chilly morning with clear skies. Aglaea was in the office while what's with the freaky ass audio? While I posted pamphlets about the opening position everywhere I could. I enjoyed this sudden change of pace in its own way at first. Even my cold was getting better after having some fresh air. But each time I glued a pamphlet to one of the message boards, it reminded me of something. I hate to admit it, even though I don't know her very well. I have started developing a specific sentimental feeling towards Aglaea. Specific sentimental feeling, alright, ambiguous guy. Sure. I can't describe it with words. You could call it nostalgia before it even occurs. What? Oh, so you're already thinking of the memory you had with her? Even though she's still there, because she said she wanted to quit. I think I can kind of feel that. Alright. This feeling grew bigger and bigger with each pamphlet I left around the city. I have no idea why I feel this way. It's simply that I enjoy these unchanging days, and she's a part of that, in a way. By her leaving, I feel like she's moving on in life to her next goal, while I stay the same, stuck in mud. I usually don't care about such things, but this morning is different. Her sudden resignation sparked a crisis of self within me. I started feeling that the real reason I make her work for a little longer is to keep the sameness. This thought frightened me. After some guilt-fueled lamentation, I've decided not to dwell on it further. I can see the lamps flaring up in the distance. What time is it again? I realized that half the day has already passed. I tried to check back onto the office to finish something else, but the nearest road leading to it is closed for the day. Today is the 3rd day of December, and it wasn't like the day before, nor will it likely be like the day after it. Aglaea Kovacs is leaving in 2 weeks. Aglaea Kovacs, who broke the sameness. And now, unexpected things will happen, leading to more unexpected things. Who will be my new colleague? Can I really find anyone new? I mean, these days it's hard to find people. In their absence, I look at the buildings for answers, and they look back at me. Around this part, I knew them well. Each had its own personality. No, that's not the best word. Auras, maybe. Something like that. these auras. Stupid ass shit, man. Brain rot grew stronger over time, I think. I swear, one of these days they might even start speaking to me. My thoughts got interrupted when my shoes got wet inside a deep puddle. I checked the time on my phone and I saw that Aglaia called me again, some 20 minutes ago. I'd better call her back. Hello? Hey. Sorry, I haven't heard you calling. It's okay. So, I'm in the office. Someone was looking for you in here. That's why I called. Do you have any idea who they might have been? It was a man in a gray suit. He was in a hurry. I couldn't have a good look at him. He shoved an envelope into my hand, told me to give it to you, and that you'd know what to do with it. Before I could have asked him anything, he was gone. I wonder who that could be. Did he seem like trouble? Trouble? Why? Are you in danger? I don't think so. I'm just asking. Okay, I'll leave it on your desk then. So, how's the poster thing going? Any luck yet? Actually, I think it's going well so far. That's good news. Okay, message delivered. You'll find your envelope on the table. Wish you luck out there. I'll wrap up the work for today. I tell her that I'm grateful for her work, and we hang up. What I don't tell her is that someone's been chasing me around. Chasing is a dramatic word, but sometimes when I walk home at night, I can feel someone staring at me from a distance. It's just a feeling, for the most part, but I do believe that such intuitions always stem from a real place. And now I feel like the man in the gray suit is connected to all this. I thought about going home, but my steps took me somewhere else. I couldn't let it go, so I went to the office to get the message that Aglaia had mentioned. I thought this would calm me down, but honestly, I've had no idea what to think of it. All I found on my desk was a plain, white, baronial-style envelope, and it had nothing inside it. I've left it on my desk with a bunch of other paperwork that I'll never have time to finish at this rate. Then, I took my usual way home. At home, I've made a quick meal and eaten it in silence. I've made some glances toward my phone in case someone calls me about the job. Let's just say that I hope to have better luck next time. Alright, with nothing left to do, I went to sleep, just like me before. I've spent the next 2 weeks balancing all these new variables in my life. I also started looking for clues about the man in the gray suit. It quickly turned into some hidden perversion. I've felt eyes watching me on every corner. I've also hidden the envelope, as if it were some vital evidence in a crime I could have committed. I also destroyed some of the evidence, the ones that may have had relevance to the case. The case. Was it just a new way to occupy my mind, now that Aglaia is gone? I should have focused more on work. I really need to find someone new, but I also have a lot of work to do. I can't do both. I have to choose between the two. Keep working, man. Stop finding somebody new. While Aglaia is here, why don't you just work? Working on everything myself. My life changed rapidly. I spent a whole week trying to keep my head above the water. It was a new kind of stress, something that I was not used to. Sure, I could quit anytime, but somehow that idea seemed worse than this. That would have meant confronting what I want to do with my time. I'm not ready for that. That's what I've kept telling myself as time flowed forward. I've also started seeing fewer people on the streets. Somehow, I've had the feeling that I could stop working altogether and no one would notice my absence. Maybe because you are too focused on this thought of yours that you don't really register people as they are really there. Who knows, honestly, right? Because I am playing as you and I'm seeing things in your view, right? You stupid, man. If I could bring myself to stop, I don't think that anyone will call me up late at night to tell me I'm fired. Still, stopping is out of the question. One night, My fixation with work reached the point where I couldn't bring myself to go home. Surely no one would kick me out of the office for sleeping there. Why would they? I was making good progress after all. Without anyone else around, new assignments did not appear out of the blue, so I found myself enjoying work at a leisurely pace. Alright. On one such night, I noticed something. What? Something was swirling inside the envelope from the man in the gray suit. Whoa, full screen. Slowly, I tried feeling it out with my hands. It was the same thing that Aglaia mentioned over the phone a while back. Should be empty. At least it was, last time I checked. I feel anxious about this. Maybe I should toss it out, open that shit up. I'm curious too. I've decided to open it. What was that? A photo? Let's see. What? A virus? A disease? What? A rat? A rat? An ant? Fuck. Are these ants? I stopped for a moment. The insects are creeping everywhere. How did they get there? Who's that? Aglaia. She looks different. But why would she be there? What if I'm the man in the gray suit? She looks different from what I remember. Wasn't her hair a different color? No. I think it's always black. What? Never mind. This is her, alright? That's what I think. She doesn't look like that, right? Something off. It feels like she's lifeless in that photo. I don't know. Maybe it's because of job, I should clean up this mess. I hope I'm not. No, I won't even say that. Everything is fine. I'm making good progress with work. It's alright. Maybe I should try calling her? To make sure. You never know what this creep in the gray suit is capable of. Yeah, call her. Why the fuck you are inside my envelope. Whatever the case may be, I don't want to work anymore. Yes, me too. I don't ever want to work too. I need time to think this through. I wanted to get away as fast as possible. The sun is just setting, rising, whatever, I'm not sure. I tried calling Aglaia to warn her, but I couldn't find her number in my phone at the moment. Now, what piece of the puzzle am I missing here? I shouldn't have opened that envelope. Why? I found myself getting further away from the office. The more streets I've had between me and that place, the less pain I've felt. It looks peaceful out here. Here? Where are you? I don't even know where you are. Is this a park? That bench looks inviting. Should I sleep on it? Why would? Sure. Just do whatever you want to do. Whatever thoughts you have, just do it. Oh, is that Aglaia? There's someone else sleeping here. Wait, do I know her? What the fuck? What's with the fucking music? Are we gonna fight or something like Devil May Cry shit, man? Oh, sorry for waking you up. The girl in front of me had an incredibly energetic aura around her. Energetic? That girl looked tired as fuck. Why are you seeing things in the opposite way? I could feel her jet-black eyes scanning me. She spoke up in a slower pace than I imagined. You look lost, love. Love? Hey, you look alright. Sure, whatever you say. You've mistaken me for someone else. That is so creepy. I don't like her when her head is straight. Like when it's on the side, it's less creepy somehow than when it's straight. Something tells me you'll be here for a long while though. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. I usually don't say this, but you're here now. Let's talk a little. See what's what. Who knows? Maybe we'll even have some chemistry, you and I. What? Don't look at me like that. Can't a girl flirt a little? I was at a loss for words. I can even remember the last time I talked to someone else in the flesh. Oh, now look at that. What's that piece of paper in your coat, love? You've opened up that envelope, didn't you? Do you feel guilt for what you've done? Did I kill Aglaia? That's why I can't really let her go. Because I keep talking about the same thing, sameness, and then I can't cope with her loss, and then I kill her. And then now she's just a ghost, living in my head. I didn't do anything. Whatever works for you. I'm not judging, but you're missing the point. You're going to remember less and less as time goes by. See, you're already forgetting her face. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've heard enough. What do you want me to do? That depends. Do you want to go out with me? Sure. You're so creepy. Okay then, give me the picture. I give her the envelope with the picture in it. Good. As I was reaching out to her, I could feel a funny tension in the air. Just what is the deal with her, really? Alright. I admit, I'm a jealous girl, but I'm impressed. That's quite the statement you've just made. You may be confused. I can see it in your eyes. I'll be blunt with you, my love. This is the part when you should be saying that I'm better than her or something. Oh, you burned that shit. I just realized that. Yes. You look nice. That's amazing, isn't it? Is that how you flirt? Are you serious? Why don't you come and sit a little closer? You'll never leave this place anyway. Ending. Porcelain. What the fuck is happening? What is this game? I'm so confused. What was that? What was happening, man? I really need to get all the fucking shit because damn, bruh, my throat is tired. I feel like I did something to Aglaia, and I think I should definitely let her go. Let her go instantly. What does that do? Oh, I cut the guilt trip crap and wish her luck. Thanks for understanding. I know that I'm burning bridges this way, but you wouldn't believe me. I was so upset by this. Even now. To be honest, I'm walking all over the town. I just couldn't sit around until we settled this, you know? Maybe out of curiosity or to ease tensions, I asked about her plans for the future. Well, I have no idea. I'm thinking about leaving town. I mean, tonight. Her response surprised me. I explained to her calmly that the people who leave the city limits never return. Why? Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe they are better outside. As far as I know, there's nothing outside the city but an endless wilderness. Yeah, I've heard the stories, but it doesn't really matter in the end, does it? Don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound nihilistic. I mean, leaving through the city gates, never to return. It sounds pretty romantic, don't you think? I've had no idea Aglaia was fostering such thoughts. Her reason for leaving is nonsensical. Fewer and fewer people have this kind of drive to leave. And yet, despite her leaving me in a slump, she surely brought a bit of color into my day. Look, I know I'm in no position to lecture you now. As I mentioned before, I have no idea what to do with my life from this point forward. But before I go, I just want to tell you something. When you sign up for a job, any job, there's really not much you can actually achieve. I mean, there isn't much that needs to be done. That's all I'm saying. Most of the business of day-to-day life takes care of itself. It runs ahead on its tracks. like it always used to, for as long as there have been people around. You just exist to watch it all unfold in front of you. Don't take it too seriously. I did, and I got trapped in it. I don't want it to happen to you too. I'm not sure what to say, so I wish her luck. I couldn't see her expression, but there was a smile there somewhere, hidden in that silent moment we shared. And just like that, my duties at work doubled. But that's the least of my worries right now. It's not just the extra duty and me having a cold. I'm feeling restless. Aglaea's words stirred something within me that I can't yet understand. Ooh, you will leave your job. Spooky, isn't it? First thing first, I need something to warm myself up. I slapped myself on the face and got up to make some tea. Before I knew it, I'm back to autopilot. I put water in the kettle. Maybe that's what she's talking about. When you work, you just watch everything unfolds by itself. That's not good. I don't know if that's good or not. I stopped for a moment, deciding which tea to use. When I use up my favorite kind, I end up buying it first thing the next day, so I never use up the other boxes. Still, I stop for a moment in front of the tea boxes, pretending that I have other options. It's just a part of my tea making ritual. I pick my favorite, of course. Just before the water is ready, I feel a weird sensation in my throat. I instinctively look behind me. By the window, who is that? I feel watch. I don't see anybody. I see a sudden flash of light so bright I instantly shut my eyes. When the light is gone, I open my eyes, but all I can see is black. My eyes slowly adjust to the sudden changes. When I realize what's going on, all I can do is laugh nervously. This fever got me on edge, I'm telling myself. The kettle, the lights, they don't work anymore. It's just an ordinary blackout. I need my phone fully charged tomorrow morning for work. I have to search for my power bank in the dark. I was digging inside my drawer in silence when Aglaea disturbed me with yet another call. Hey, sorry for calling again. I forgot to tell you something important. I've left a loaf of fruit cake in the fridge at work. Well, let's pretend that I've left it there on purpose. You can have it. That's what I'm trying to say. I thank her half-heartedly and keep on searching. Sorry. Yeah, I do have a habit of calling at the wrong time. Oh man, just look at the time. I'm already behaving like someone unemployed. Shit. Fuck you. I apologize for calling at a bad time. It's okay. I had to keep telling her that I'm fine talking like this. We ended up chatting about all sorts of things. During the whole conversation, I could tell she's on the go. The footstep, the breathing, the traffic noises, everything indicated that she's really leaving town. I tried skipping the matter though, at least for a while. Despite the blackness of my room and my cold, this was the first time I felt comfortable in a while. Like two teenagers finding unlikely calmness in opening up to each other, such was our talk. My drowning days at work, the isolation, the dullness, everything evaporated in an instant. I knew very well how fragile these moments are, so I didn't ask why she was leaving so suddenly. One thing was sure, she was dead serious about leaving tonight. I barely know anything about Aglaea, but I could feel clearly now that she's passionate like that. Hey, I know you're curious. It's alright, I'll tell you where I'm at. I'm on the west side of the residential district. It's very cold outside, but at least it's not that dark. The light here saturates the streets with colors. I can't see a living soul around here though. It's a few hours walk until the outer gate. We can talk until then. Or until my phone battery runs out. With how dramatic her words sounded, it suddenly hit me in the head. Something about this conversation bothers me. I can understand how two people can connect in unexpected ways, but this is still odd. Why is she talking to me on the night of her disappearance? Shouldn't you be talking to your family or friends? I asked her. Don't look too much into it. If I had to give a reason why I'm talking with you, well, sometimes you just need a fresh perspective, that's all. When you start fresh, it gives you the feeling of progress. You can cover a lot of ground when starting anew. I've also discovered that expressing myself to those I love is often painful for me. I'm a tough person like that. There's just something with my close ones that's slightly out of my grasp. What? So you keep appearance with your close ones? This is sad. It feels like no matter how many times I talk to them, I can never close the gap between us. Sometimes it feels like we're standing on two opposite sides of a chasm. But this is a bit different. To me, we are just pleasant colleagues. We work at the same place and fulfill our assigned roles. It would feel the same with you if we were closer. This is the main reason I'm talking with you right now. As bad as it sounds, what I'm saying is, I'll be out of the city before we can get too close. Well, that's a bit weird. Don't you think it's a bit weird? That was a bit too blunt. Sorry. Her tone dropped suddenly. I'll let you hang up soon. Bear with me for a few more minutes, please. I think I might be in danger right now. Just let's keep talking for a while. What's happening? Should I call for help? I asked her clearly in one swift breath. I'm at the edge of this weird block right now. There's a marked house out here. It should be silent, but someone is living here. Some lights are on. I can feel their presence watching me. Are you sure it's Mark? Yeah, it's my first time seeing one, but I'm pretty sure. There shouldn't be lights then. Yeah. Don't believe me then. Just don't hang up now, please. I'm passing through it. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm true. This place stank, I'm telling you. The air was evil. Look, I'm through that corner. I'll let you go now. Thanks for everything, really. We should wait a few more minutes to make sure you're safe. Alright. Thanks. Do you think that there's a bit of truth to what those weird preachers say? What preacher? I don't know. The one about buildings having souls. Do I believe such things? I don't think so. Apartments don't, but traditional houses do. Maybe I'm just a bit of racist. I don't know. Not sure. I don't really like answering not sure because it's not even an answer. I'm not so sure anymore myself. If it's true, that's one more reason for me to leave this place. I tried skipping the topic about the supernatural on purpose afterwards. We tried talking for a few more minutes, but we've lost the flow and couldn't get back to where we were. I knew it, and I'm pretty sure she felt it too. A new feeling also lingered in my mind. Maybe I've got too entangled in her affairs and it started to wear me down. I felt a sudden desire to get away from the phone as quickly as possible. I know what that feeling. I was just about to say goodbye, but Aglaia was quicker. I've just received an unexpected call. I should be taking this. Thanks for talking to me. I will not forget this. I nod in silence. Yep, bye-bye. And we hang up. I still have a few hours left until tomorrow. I check the lights, still not working. I check the walls around me, still in place. As soon as I lie down, like a battery that's lost its charge, my consciousness fades away. I was surprised how easily I got up in the morning. My cold is getting better, and I'm feeling happy getting back to my routine. In the morning breeze of winter, I reviewed the events of the night before. My talk with Aglaia over the phone. Each sentence felt strangely distant. I've spent a long time collecting my thoughts. Finally, I stopped in front of the store. I used up the last of my favorite tea filter this morning. Curiously, I wasn't feeling like drinking tea at all. I was zoning out, staring at the window. After a deep breath, I decided, buy something else. Break the routine, bro. I ended up buying a pack of oh my god, bro, fuck, why would you buy that shit, Asa? Smoking is not as popular as it used to be, but it's still an icebreaker when talking to people. I have always tried to maintain a proper distance. Opening up to others wouldn't hurt for a change. I know I have things to do, but I just keep looking up, staring at the clouds and such. I try to march on, but my drive to keep working simply evaporates. Something was gone now, and I was probably the one behind it. Maybe it's not such a bad thing, spacing out of work like this. For the first time in a long time, my walk to work is not automatic. Each step towards the building is as painful and deliberate as walking on nails. I take another slight detour and arrive 36 minutes late. Well, you're the boss, so you don't need to worry about that. I enter the building and start my shift. The workload without Aglaia is intense, not to mention finding a replacement. I'll have to find some time for that too. It's a bit too much. I fantasize about leaving like she did, so I finish way later than usual. She should be out of the city by now. That reminds me, she told me that she has left some food in the fridge. Should I eat it? Eat it. I'm in a state of unconsciousness. I don't know. To this character, probably this is like a dream. Everything that is happening right now. I mean, these options, that's not the usual routine. So, eat fruitcake. I don't know what a fruitcake is. I find a small loaf of fruitcake in the corner of the fridge. It feels dried out, but I finish it in 3 bites. The stale crumbs make my throat ache again. Is this a phone number in the wrapping? I already have her number. Never mind, I'll find the bin and throw it out later. I quickly stuff the wrapping into my pocket and decide to head home. For the first time, I couldn't get myself to finish my task. The air is cold tonight. Despite going in the right direction home, I stop at a building I've never seen before. The lights in the windows look paler than usual, passively staring at me like the faces of dead people. Is this even the right way home? I sift through each floor of the building in my mind. Until tonight, these buildings had meant nothing to me. Yet, in this moment, they all feel connected. Wired. There's a dark secret there, directly linking them to some warped logic. As I stare at the windows, I lose all sense of time. My throat keeps pulsating with pain as I keep looking at the tower. At one point, the pain in my throat gets unbearable and I snap out of it. As my senses return, I notice that I'm shivering from the cold. I shouldn't be here. I'm feeling it in my gut. I trace my steps back, looking for the right path. I should be close to home. I somehow loop back to the street parallel to my apartment. My hands are trembling with cold as I search for my keys. Huh? Where's the house? It should be here. Standing still, I glance around. Where the fuck is you at? You're like at a parking lot or something. Is that the bed? Are you homeless? What is this place? This doesn't make sense. I reach for my phone, but all I find in my coat is the wrapping with Aglaia's number. Have I forgotten to take my phone with me from work? Is the fruitcake full of disease or something, I don't know, poison? I've got to stay rational. There's nothing left for me here. No matter how I hate it, I need to ask for help. I have to sleep somewhere tonight. Wandering around, knocking on doors, ringing bells, I find myself in an unfamiliar neighborhood, close to the edge of town. I could be imagining things, but the shape and the color of these buildings seem different from those I'm used to. Maybe the reason I walked this far out is not so accidental. Am I running away? Having said it out, I feel elated, as if all of a sudden I've been set free. I stumble upon a telephone booth, and it drags me back to Earth. I could warm myself up a bit in there. The air inside smells faintly of sweat. Stinky. Someone must have been here recently. as the receiver is still warm. I could rest inside the telephone booth for a minute or two. Call Aglaia. The coins I put into the machine are as cold as ice. The phone keeps ringing for so long that it might as well be an eternity. No answer. Try again. Still nothing? Try again. The ringing suddenly stopped. I could hear a faint buzzing sound from the other side. A public phone now? Really? Please stop calling me. I told you a million times. I'm not coming back. I'm not here to convince you to coming back. I'm here to just talk. Oh, it's you. Sorry for lashing out at you like that. I thought you were, someone else. Her usually calm, elegant voice sounded muddy and distant. Sorry for calling at a bad time. She paused for a moment, probably thinking what to say next. I could hear the wind playing in the air on the other side of the line. It made her words harder to hear. Nah, I mean, we can talk for a little while. My phone won't last long though. The battery's almost dead. Are you out there? She paused again briefly. I could feel a nervous excitement in her silence. Yes, I'm out here. Remember what I told you about me wanting to leave? I'm not so sure if that is what I really needed. Thinking about coming back? You can come back to work with me at any time you want. I'm ashamed of this, but I tried going back the way I came. It's as if the city just vanished from here. Yo, we got like the same experience today. This city feels like something in a Junji Ito story, you know? It feels Lovecraftian somehow. Like it's so weird. I'm starting to feel like I don't understand the nature of this world. That's okay though. It's not that bad. I'm just hungry. Very, very hungry. Don't you feel lonely out there in the wilderness? I mean, don't you? Damn, we both lonely. At least she got to enjoy her feelings out there. Honestly, it's all the same everywhere. The only difference here is that, how should I put it? It's dull, okay? Dull. Dull. Wouldn't you call the city dull too? I think the city helps you distract you from your feelings. I don't know, maybe, but it's a different kind of dullness. Things flow in their own unique way here. It's a sad world, but I wouldn't call it a bad one. You could say you're closer to yourself here, on the grass. Wait a minute, are you thinking about leaving that place too? I don't know. I don't feel like I belong here anymore. I knew you'd snap out of it one day, but you've changed sooner than I expected. What do you mean by that? It's just a feeling, but I think we're not so different, you and I. I'm just a little quicker and smarter to realize some of these things. That's all. Fuck you, man. Smarter? Alright, sure. Kidding. Jokes aside, it never ceases to amaze me how quickly our perspective on the world can shift. I'm not sure if I can change, or even if I want to. I can't find the glue that's supposed to stick it all together, Aglaia. I understand, but you've got to keep going forward. You want to know why I've left that place? Just to give you some perspective on things. Sure. For me, it was the little things piling up. Not the grand things and absolutes, but the small daily struggles. They all add up and wear you down, little by little. And your soul burns out without you realizing it. When you realize it's already too late, your only option left is to run, to leave it all behind. So, irresponsibility, guys. Fuck responsibility. I'm ranting too much. Sorry. This is starting to feel like a confession of sorts. Well, I thought conversations are about confession. Sometimes. I mean, deep ones, right? I guess I feel a little bit of guilt for leaving my family behind. Thanks for lending an ear. You know, if you told me these things a few days earlier, I would have thought that you were living in a fantasy. And maybe you do. I don't know. But your words are genuine. I can feel your passion. She let out a tired sigh over the phone. Thanks. You know, maybe we could talk until I run out of juice. Wish I could tell you more about this place. About things people usually say about it. What is true and what is not. Things like that. But the truth is, I still don't know anything about all of that. All I really focused on was looking at my battery and thinking about all the people I should have called. I couldn't shake the feeling that there was something else to her departure too. Something hidden, something demented, like a heavy anchor that was weighing down on her soul. I never dared to ask her about it, fearing that it would break this unspoken bond between us. I knew that it was selfish to drain all her battery, but I wanted to keep talking with her. And I think that our conversation calmed her down a little bit. She interrupted my thoughts with her distant, scrambled voice coming through the landline. Look, if you decide to leave, there are a few things you should be aware of. First of all, common knowledge is keep walking to the edge. That's kind of true, but there's a catch. The way to leave is to take the streets that loop back into the city. You may find this weird, but there are no guards or the like around the gates either. It's like a cheap trick. The real roads that lead outside are the ones that visibly loop. Some of them, at least. The others, well, when you think you're right on track, they curve back in the last minute for some reason. Thanks for the advice. No problem. Just stay calm and keep going. You'll know it when you're there. Oh, wanted to ask you before. Your phone died too. What's with this weird number? I've left it at work. It's not that big of a deal. My home is gone though. What? The streets I live on. Something changed. Change? I'm not so sure. I should have looked into it more. Did you like it there? What do you mean? Living there. Was it good? I don't know. I don't think I've really thought about that. Is that even a factor to consider? Huh? Of course it is. You know what? Good riddance. I'm glad you've lost that place. You can start fresh now. I wish you the best. I really do. But please, think for yourself from now on. It's time. Switching off soon. Farewell, boss. Good luck finding your new place. Oh, let's try to meet outside. Look, aren't you afraid out there on your own? What kind of question is that? I could feel her heart freeze for a second. Do you really want to know? Yes. I've never been this scared in my whole life. I've just recently discovered how important phones are. I mean, you never call anyone, but the option is always there. Helps you feel less... Aglaia, can I join you for a while? Come again? Would you like me to meet you out there? I'm not so sure. It would be nice, but I can't promise you anything. It's really vast out here. Okay, I mean, I don't want to force it. No, it's not that. I'm afraid that if we decide to meet up, it would be harder. Like, what if we can't find each other? Honestly, it would just scare me more. Maybe I should just let this place take me. Are you sure about that? I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to find any landmarks. Let me say this though. I will light fires when I can to keep myself warm. If you notice the smoke, feel free to join me. Just don't promise we will meet or anything weird like that. Okay, that works for me. Stay safe, Aglaia. Thank you. You too. I'm going off the grid now. It's actually kinda chill. We don't promise to meet each other, but we know how to... Actually, it's just me. I know how to find her. That's cool. It's better than just promising to each other without any assurance. I don't know. On my way to the border, I'm dragging myself through districts I've never seen before. Truth be told, I'm scared. I've run out of options, and facing the unknown is all I can do now. At times, I reach major intersections that lead straight out of town. I don't let them trick me. I'm taking all the detours, all the dead ends, all the curves leading back. The infrastructure is so abstract and artificial that I'm not even sure people live behind those windows anymore. I guess it doesn't matter in the end. Each of those windows is a distant world anyway, places I could never visit. That's a bit scary, isn't it? You see those things every day, but you never can be there. It's pretty cool. I've reached the border. Beyond it, all I can see is darkness. After hearing all the hearsays and whispers about it, well, I must say, the sight is quite underwhelming. There are no gates, no walls, nothing. It's just as if the city stopped generating itself at a random point. Nothing is stopping me from walking through. I just walk right past the threshold. After stepping through, I was enveloped in total darkness. I could still be home during a blackout for all I know. That's fucked up. Something really is different out here. I couldn't point it out for the longest time, but it suddenly struck me. I can't feel the heavy stillness that shrouds the city out here. It's the feeling of something fresh, something new, and it keeps me going for a while. At one point, my adrenaline runs out due to the constant stress my body is under. As I lay down on the ground, cushioned by a lush layer of cold moss, I finally notice I've never been in the forest before, and my mouth is completely dry. Everything is alive and breathing out here, and I think I'm dying of thirst. I curl myself into a tiny ball, shivering, with a slim hope of not freezing to death. All around me is wet from rain, and I have no idea how to start a fire. Look for one. Without giving my situation another thought, my consciousness drifts away. I don't dream. It's as if my mind stops being for God knows how long. I wake up starving, drenched in sweat, looking at the sunset. I must have slept for a whole day. Before long, the silhouette of these giant trees blend into black once again. My priorities changed before I knew it. The enthusiasm of finding her dwindled in an instant. I needed food, I needed water, I needed shelter. I had to learn how to forage and look out for myself. I found a pond with fresh water. It even had some fish and frogs in it. But most of the time, I only ate berries and small bugs. Time was passing. It was around springtime when I reached the end of this vast, never-ending forest. The wild open space of the new landscape has sown a fresh hope in my heart. It changed me. My entire existence in the wilderness was one of undignified survival, or that's how I saw it, until now. However, around this time, I began developing a deeper sense of intimacy, a silent harmony within myself. Along with my pain, I have achieved a feeling of closeness with the natural simplicity of my new life. This dreamlike steppe became my new home. The space that surrounded me was so vast that, in time, it completely dissolved me as a human being. My soul tame and free of worry, my mind expanded to fill the entire landscape. I thought my growth was over and I could have died happily living like this. I feel like this is better than the last ending I got. But one day, I saw smoke in the air. My vast expanse quickly shrank back to its original form. No longer the sole spectator of the land, I became a human being again in an instant. It was a curse and a blessing. Glea was the ending screen. Hello. Below the misty morning sky, I could see a thin frame. At first, I was taking slow and cautious steps toward her. I feared that by rushing to her, I might break this delicate marriage and she'd vanish. My heart was racing. Once more, I've become wary of the future. Finding her out here, I feel like I've lost something. Hello. Nice to see you again. And she takes her first glance at me. I stopped in my tracks. Her hair is standing out in odd directions. She could not wash it for a long time. The skin around her eyes is wrinkled by insufficient sleep. I stared right into her eyes, but they told me nothing. They were windows to an unreachable world. Our connections over the phone, was it not genuine? I thought about walking away without saying a word. Is this really the person I was hoping to find? What is this shit, man? This is fucking sad as fuck. I thought it would be good. Not sure what to say, I sit down next to her. We end up staying silent, staring at the fire together. The tranquility, the stillness, all faded in an instant when I first saw her. And I admit that for the first time in a while, I was afraid of losing something unspoken, something dear inside me. But I'm relieved now. Sitting here together, she wriggles just a little bit closer to me, and I feel a new warmth. Yes, this is a good ending, right? Please, I don't know. Without saying anything, she gives me a warm, delicate smile. She proudly gestures her face towards the fire. I don't know what the future will bring. It's not for me to know. What I do know is that for the first time in a long while, I am not alone anymore. Wilderness, Route B. Fuck you mean, Route B? I feel like I have not finished it, fuck. I don't know. Something about it is not that. It's a pretty good ending. It's a pretty happy ending. Got to be with someone and I'm not alone anymore. And it's not that cryptic too, unless... Yeah, it's a pretty hazy ending because it isn't a conclusion. It's like something new start at the end, Was there any option that I missed? There's too many options. It's so branching. I think last time I keep working, or is it keep advertising? I think last time keep working, keep advertising. It was a bliss to be outside this early. It wasn't the kind to procrastinate, but the nice weather made me realize how I missed the solace of aimlessly walking around in early mornings. It took me way back when I had more time to spare for myself. My first stop was a quick walk to the underground mall. It used to be full of people, so many, in fact, that you could get lost in the crowd. Now, where's the notice board around here? There it is. What? Karasook, what's that? And she's not missing, is she? I carefully take a poster out of my bag, add some glue with my brush on the back, just like that. And that is my company. Alright, if this won't make them apply, nothing will. Now, let's see. Another one. Yes, I carefully take a poster out of my bag, add some glue with my brush on the back. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, I'm trying to cover her up because I can't deal with her loss, probably. That's sad as shit. Damn it, I should have brought more glue. Okay, just one more. I want this to work. I carefully take a poster out of my bag, add some glue with my brush on the back. Should I add more? I really need to grab their attention. I sigh with a nervous smile. The smell of the glue is starting to give me a headache. Okay, one more. I carefully take a poster out of my bag. What the? A weak tug on my coat interrupts my work, shortly followed by swearing. When I turn around, I see a frail old man with fear in his eyes. Careful now, youngster. Just what do you hope to achieve with this? Yeah, thank you, that's fine. I'm not vandalizing, it's just... Shh. Keep your voice down. The stones, they are listening. To evade the confrontation, I go along with his paranoia and thank him for his warning. I figured you'd be a reasonable fellow, but you got some ice cream on your mouth. Now, tear down your posters and let the walls be. Sir, I'm looking for someone who might be interested in some work. Work? Are you mad? That's nonsense. You have to find a higher purpose for being here. The way I see it, We've got to stick together in these trying times. Come with me, my fellow. I know some comfortable benches to sleep on. If you have some bread to spare, we will rest under the stars. It will keep us alive, keep us human. I decided not to get into an argument and dodged the invitation as politely as I could. To hell with you. The city will have its way. Don't say I didn't try to save your sorry soul. God knows I did. With that, the old man disappeared as quickly as he came. Of all the people I could run into, it just had to be a lunatic. Still, it was nice seeing someone. I may have better luck next time. Aren't we all a lunatic? But you just hide it pretty well. I guess you are more of a contained lunatic, this character. I hope that this will work. It has to. There must be someone out there looking for a job, right? Right. Not me, bro. It was easier to get lost in here than I expected. For a moment, I thought that the shutters of the mall were trying to trap me. I managed to get out after much swearing. A sudden thought came to me during the day. What does Karasuk mean? Is this game not originally in English? We are looking for or we search for. So this must be put out by the family of Aglaia. That's an awesome name though, Aglaia. A sudden thought came to me during the day. Why only use the designated places? I could put posters everywhere. Is there a specific ban against that? Yes, putting them on properties of other people will get you fine, I think. Maybe you will get a fucking knuckle sandwich or something, I don't know. I have no idea. No need to get desperate just yet. I'll continue to do this by the book for now. I carefully take a poster out of my bag. The glue I added was starting to solidify into a more viscous substance. What is wrong with my character? You had some time left with this Aglaia, but you're trying harder to erase her from your life? What the fuck? That's weird. It's better for this character to let her go instantly than to let her stay just for a moment and then be gone. Like, why? You stupid, bro. The clots of dried glue that I smeared on the poster did not dissolve. I could barely make it stick to the surface. I carefully take a poster out of my bag, add some dry, useless glue with my brush on the back, add another layer of glue, and another layer of glue. There. Alasilestosik. Who knows what that is? I don't want to search for that. I carefully take a poster out of my bag, add some dry, useless glue with my brush on the back, add another layer of glue, and another layer of glue, and stick it right in the middle to keep this whole mess together. I wonder who my new colleague will be. What are they going to be like? Will we get along? I mean, we'll be spending a lot of time together in close quarters. I want to do this right to attract the right people. I carefully take a poster out of my bag. That is so big. It was getting pretty late. I carefully take a poster out of my bag. Wait, now I have two posters in my hands. I put one of the posters down on the floor for now. I didn't eat today. I add a completely dry, useless layer of paste and wrinkle up the poster completely. I use the other poster with careful strokes of the brush. This one turns out like a real piece of art. I look around nervously. I'm alone. What if that old man was right? I carefully take a poster out of my bag. I add a completely dry, useless layer of paste. Is this a waste of time? I carefully take a poster out of my bag. I add a completely dry, useless layer of paste. The slightest breeze could take these off. Some days, I think my phone could ring any minute. Are all these Aglaia? Looks like it, right? Other days, I'm not even sure if my own job exists. Paychecks stopped coming a while ago. I don't mind. My life is much simpler now. I carefully take a poster out of my bag. Where are you gonna stick that at? Alright, carefully take a poster. Why you looping? You bugging, man? Work. Route A? Just because I want to work once? No. Should I open this? Last time I opened it, we got the girl with the missing eye ending. Let's throw it out. It's no use trying to remember the past. I mean, dwell on it unless, it just makes you stupid and depressed. So let's not dwell on that. There's no need to open this. I can keep on working. I have to be careful though. I need to slow down. At this rate, I will complete everything before I knew it. If that happens, then what? I should savor these days while I still can. Damn, all out of ink again. Guess I have no choice. I should check inside the utility closet for more. I really don't feel like going there, but work calls for action. I slowly shambled to the door of the utility closet. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Janitor inside it. I need the ink. He needs to ask me questions. What? Who? He? Janitor? Really? Simple as that. Everyone wins. You don't win. You will never win. Okay, here goes. I've started to hear something faintly moving inside. Is he awake? As I opened the door, a horrible odor twisted my nose. I thought this was an eye. Like, this is the hair, face, eye, and I thought, why is it so fucking creepy and disturbing? I could only describe it as the smell of a sweaty, iron suit. Damn it, I should have knocked. Hey, are you awake? Just looking for some ink for the printer over here. Never mind me. That guy's dead. Detective who? Who is that? I don't even have an option. Why do I have that option? Probably because to my character, he doesn't want this to be on his own volition. So I need to make this choice for him, even though that's the only option. You stupid, my man. He is giving me the silent treatment. Detective Takats is not awake right now. Look at the corpse. Hello, what's wrong with you? He's seen better days. Shit. Where was that ink again? In the end, I have decided to handwrite my last report. It took much longer to complete, which means more time spent with a purpose. Ugh. But even that wouldn't last forever, of course. Before slipping into a madness of idleness, I've come up with new tasks to pass the time. I could arrange and rearrange the files, check and uncheck all the mails, shred and reprint all the papers. These days, I'm trying to save the paper though. What the fuck is you doing in this ending? I don't think any of the work ending is a good ending. Let me try to open it. Last time, what did I do when I opened it? There's a bit of Anne, and there's a photo of Aglaia. I stumble to a bench, and there was a girl there who looks like Aglaia. Huh, see? What should I do? What if I keep walking? Before long, I found myself walking in districts that I've never been to before. I should be at home or at work, doing what I'm always doing. I feel out of place here, yet something is comforting in that. I wonder if I'm running away. A few more hours at this pace, and I could easily reach the edge of town. I have started meditating on what could be out there, over the edge. All I know for sure is that some people migrate there when they have nowhere else to go. You don't seem like you have anywhere else to go to. You don't seem to like your job. You just do your job because it distracts you for something deeper within you, you know? And I don't know what that is because I'm stupid. I still have ambitions in life, or so I think. What? My march came to a sudden halt when I realized how hungry I was getting. At this moment, the silence of the night was taking over. Guess I could have looked for a dinner on my walk out here. Hey, is that an actual human being down there? The voice was echoing through the empty streets. Who is that? Oh, full screen. This is pretty creepy. I'm up here. The sound was coming from the top of a tall cylindrical building. I couldn't find the exact source of the voice though. What on earth are you doing down there? Don't tell me you're deaf or something. Come on up, let's talk. Should I go along with it? It sounds fishy to me. This path had so many options. I like it. Should I go up? That person was asking somebody, is that a real human? Maybe they are not human? Nah, let's just go up. Why not, you know? I'm coming up. No funny business. Cool. Which floor? I'm on the roof, dummy. Coming up. Wait, you got any on you? What is that? Dot dot dot? What? My throat was getting sore from the sudden shouting. Forget it. Come on up. Alright, let's take a look. I found an empty reception desk on the ground floor. No staff in sight, of course. Great. The elevator isn't working. Well, time for some exercise. Just how tall is this? 20 floors? It's not that tall. Actually, it is. A while ago, I was in a building with 4 floors, and I need to go to the 3rd floor daily. That shit is fucked because the elevator is always full for some reason. People be using it. Like, who knows why they are using it all the time. Full shit. Anyway, it was a pretty tiring time for my life. It took me a long while to climb the stairs. Halfway through, I've started to lose my breath. This is stupid. What am I doing here anyway? A change of pace. By the time I got up to the top floor, I wanted to punch whoever made me climb all these stairs. I have found a rusty metal ladder leading up. The latch opened up effortlessly. Is that the person? Hey man. The cold gush of air hit me in the head. Thousands of pale golden lights lay scattered on the ground below, under a starless sky. What? Why would it be a starless sky? I thought it was... oh, probably light pollution. Or just pollution in general. Could be that. I don't see any car. Well, light pollution could still work. Stranger, over here. Come on, check this out. How did you see me from top? Here, you know, give me a second. Let me catch my breath. Take your time. The view is not going anywhere. Oh, is it a... why do they look so weird? They posing up like a JoJo character. The shadowy figure does not bother to turn towards me. With a gaze fixed on the view, she takes a deep, exaggerated breath. She, a woman, how did I know that? I take a slow, cautious step forward. Hello. Your face is so creepy. Nice view, huh? Shh. Don't answer that. Please. You're joking, right? Damn, you just had to ruin my moment. Who's that? I mean, our moment. Did you make me climb all those stairs for this? To experience the not talking together? Good question. I don't know. I mean, most people just run away when they hear me shout. Never got this far. Weird, right? Is that weird? This was the first person I've met in a while. The cheap bottle of booze she had gave her a funny, almost helplessly bland aura. Her nose was busted, and she's had way too much perfume on her. The cologne she used came together with a heavy fragrance of tobacco, all blending in to give her a unique scent. Something that I could only describe as the taste of a juniper bush. Or something like that. I don't know what the fuck is that. That description doesn't help me with anything. Trying to smell her aura, man. Well, you've asked me to join you, so what are you doing up here? Well, what were you doing down there? Never mind. You know what? I don't want to know. Back to your question. I came up to smoke and drink. I ended up living here for the time being, so make yourself at home. I look around, trying to find a good enough excuse to get out of here. Are you okay? You look like you've just killed somebody. What? Boo's talking. Sorry, but you truly look horrible. Nah, it's just me being ugly. Here, have a drink. It will help you look better. To me, at least. What are you wearing? Alright, thanks. Don't mention it. The sudden taste of strong, cheap palinka punched me. Palinka. What is that? It burns all the way down, filling my empty stomach. My host watches my suffering in quiet amusement. I try not to cough, but it's useless. She patiently waits for me to recover. After I take another quick sip, she clears her throat, readying her voice to speak. Okay, stranger, you're alright. We can talk for real. Talk for real? What do you mean? See those stupid cars down there? That's what annoys me. These days, the heat keeps me going, I think. What's with that look of yours? No, I mean, just shut up and look at me, dear stranger. Hear me out, please. Just try to see it my way. All these tiny cars down there, they should have some tiny people in it. Driving around, going to places, being important, whatever. Have you ever had the chance to stop a car and simply talk to the person driving it? No, of course not. Why would you? Why would you jump out in front of a car to try and make small talk, right? That's stupid. And yet, this place is full of roads, and they all lead to nowhere. Yeah, what's your point? Okay, I'm wasted. Call it what you like. My point is, it's not about the connection anymore. That's not a factor here, and it's killing me. This must be some personal hell. That's what I've been thinking. A punishment for my sins. That kind of thing. Whatever, you know. But here you are, with you in the picture. It's not all about me. See, this is connection. This is empathy at work. Let's go. Talk to me, stranger. Please, talk to me. What is this shit, man? It's so weird. How was your day? Tell me all about yourself. You know, what's your name again? Rosa. Call me Rosa. Rosa, you know, I thought that you were a bit too crazy and annoying just a few seconds ago. But you have a point. Rosa smiled back at me with what I could only describe as a tired grimace beyond care. She was silent for a second. She was about to open her mouth, but I was quicker this time. You said you live up here? She looked at her bottle briefly before speaking up. Yeah, I do. But it's a long and boring story. I could, maybe cut it short and make it sound like it's cool and interesting. Would you, listen to my ramblings if I do that? I chuckled and gave her a nod. She was an intense person to be with, but it was refreshing to be with someone for a change. Sure thing, Rosa, but before you do, pass me your bottle, okay? Okay, sure. I like that. Yeah, that's the spirit. Anyway, that life, that place down there, you know, it's not for me anymore. It's just not my life to live. So I came up to jump down. No. Don't look at me weird like that. Like you're mad at me for giving up. I didn't, okay? I'm here, you see. I'm fighting my own thing, my own way. So anyway, first I told myself that this fence is too high to climb over and that I'm afraid of heights. I can't jump down like that, yes. I thought about going to a store and getting a wire cutter or whatever it's called to cut the fence. Then I thought about the money I'd need to buy the tools. Needless to say, I don't have that kind of money. Yeah, broke gang. That made me think about stealing one from the hardware store. It made me feel embarrassed, you know. I know it might sound wild, but I've noticed something. Even through the numbness, I still cared. I was still feeling things. I was way too self-aware to get into trouble with stealing, and I was afraid of heights. Long story short, I couldn't jump. So here I stand. I can't get myself to go down anymore. The cars, all those phantom lives, the concrete, and the cold stares through all those closed curtains. I'm fed up with it. I'm good here, in the middle. I could come down if I feel like it. I could jump down if I feel like it. I probably won't do either of those things. But the option is there. The choice is there. That's good enough for me. I like this character. And you know what? She quickly snatches the bottle out of my hands and takes a sip. I just love the view from up here. And maybe just maybe, I'm happier now than I've been in a really long time. This thing I have, I don't want to involve you in this. This is my burden alone, but I'm glad I could share it with someone. Sometimes that's enough. Damn. I always end up talking about boring stuff when I drink. It was not that boring. It's pretty relieving. Honestly, I don't know. Boring. What are you talking about? You're a good listener, huh? Well, I don't really talk much when I'm with my friends. Because I can't talk. So I just listen. My kind of luck, huh? Just when I thought I'd have some interesting company, I end up with a listener. I don't know what to say to that. She shows her silent, sadistic smile once more. Is that supposed a sadistic smile look like? Without saying a word, I take the bottle out of her hands and take a sip. We ended up staring down at the city in total silence together. Rosa looked tired, but there was no sign of her stopping our little party. She had finished countless cigarettes on the way down to the bottom of the bottle. I didn't want to break our calming silence, but something was troubling me. For a little while, I could sense an uneasy feeling in the air. When I asked her if I could join her for a little while, both of us sighed with relief. After all this time, I still don't know much about her. I wouldn't call it love, but we have a system that's working, for now. One day, I even managed to bring her down to the lobby, but she stays on the top floor most of the time. Each night, we find ourselves on the rooftop, staring blankly at the sky. Ending Rosa? What is this? Well, that's pretty cool. It is a change of pace. Alright, I'm sorry Rosa, but I have to continue walking now. I'd say you are a pretty cool person. And, I don't know, sometimes I think exactly like her. Anyway, let's keep walking. Sorry. Now, we continue with the usual pace. I turn away from the figure. I've heard some shouting from the roof before the streets fell silent again. My single-minded quest for getting further away from work continued, alone. In the middle of the night, my stomach started to burn with pain. First, I thought it was just the regular effects of hunger. I had grown accustomed to it by this point. During my never-ending shifts over the last couple of weeks, it was common for me to neglect my basic needs. No, this must be something else. There was another source of pain inside me, even more primal than an empty stomach. It was the fear of being watched. It wasn't the cold, remote stare of the marked stone buildings either. Living in the city my entire life, I was used to that. This was something new, a creeping, intense kind of intimate stare. For a while, I thought it would be better to ignore it and show no interest. As I've walked the street, I've made a little theory in my head to calm myself. It won't bother me if I mind my own business and stay calm. But the truth is, I don't have any business being here in the first place. I'm just running away from something deep within me. When I realized how truly lost and alone I was feeling, my legs started to shake. I'm trembling in fear. Was it really that hard for me to change while I've had the chance? Full screen? Oh, that's a nice view. I'm truly lost. I can see a dark street in front of me. The street lights are no longer working here. Must be another blackout. The only sort of light is coming from a car in the distance. There was not a single living soul in sight, not even in the running car. The humming of the engine fills the empty street. What's that? Suddenly, a splashing sound breaks the silence. A dog? Or, I don't know, a tiger? Something in the distance has locked eyes with me. Is this the source of my fears? I don't think so. There is something more at play here. just beyond the border of reason. I have found myself staring back at the figure. There's no use in running away from myself anymore. This thing is the lesser of two evils. If I look hard enough, I might see the strings of fate fiddling on it. It closed the gap between us in an instant. It is, I don't know what it is, a dog. The massive jaw revealed a stinking, rotten odor. My fight or flight kicked in, and for a moment, I was fighting for my life. Then I ran away. I want to think that we killed each other. In truth, I have no idea what happened. It was all too fast to follow. I'm pretty sure that I bit back. I've had rabbit patches of fur wet with mud in my mouth. When the hot blood poured into my ears, the ringing wouldn't stop. Ugh. Damn, the ringing. I could swear that it sounded like Aglaia calling again. Mirror. What? So that's... what was that? How does keep on walking from this point leads to all that? Whatever, man. Sleep on the bench. I forgot what this one do, but if I remember correctly, this is the moment where this thing. I don't know who that is. It's not Aglaia. It's not... who knows who. Girl on the bench, that's the name of this thing. Do you want to go out with me? I think last time I said yes, but now, no. I could have saved you, you know. I have nothing else to tell you. Don't disturb me, trying to catch the dream. Let me join the others this time. The doll-like girl is no longer conscious. I look around. The park seemed to glow green, with the city around it slowly growing dark. A spherical shell was forming around us. I was sure that she wouldn't wake up for a while. Alright, now, for the option. Should I stay or should I go now? I don't think staying in this place is good. But who knows? I'ma leave. The town was unnaturally dark. Things stopped looking familiar, and I got lost in it in no time. I could see her green cocoon closing up behind me. With no hope of getting back inside its shelter, I tried my luck on the streets. Everything was humming, alive in unison, but I was no longer a part of it. I break out of this system, but I'm still trapped within the compartments of it, you know. I couldn't make sense of the way things are. Now the buildings are growing taller, and I have no idea how to keep up with them. The concrete towers close up the borders around the city. The pale windows no longer scream at me with their coldness. I saw blackouts over the horizon pulsating like electric synapses inside the brain. Something new was coming alive, feeding on the lives of countless people. Apart from the small green orb on the ground, I saw no more traces of life. Porcelain? As Root C? Stay. Oh, is that the thing you were talking about before? Is that my character? I think it is. Alright. It wasn't safe to leave. I sat down in front of the bench, looking at the girl. Our world froze, and everything fell silent. Being here was like experiencing the heat death of the universe. My body fell over, and I began my eternal sleep, joining her. We remained frozen in place, waiting for our next victim. What is this scheisse? Let's try... Oh, I know. When we let her go, and I wanted to ask if I can find her or not, let's not ask her that and just say good luck to her. Yura, yura, yume nagara bokuro wa arete motomete ku. This is the first option when she called me at a bad time. This time I will be mean and hang up. So I'm sorry, Aglaia. I don't really want to do this because this is so asshole, but sorry. I tell Aglaia that I can't speak right now. She makes a quick apology and thanks me again for my help. We hang up after that. I'm glad that our conversation was over. Now I have a healthy amount of time to sleep until tomorrow. I find myself in my dreams once again. The calming embrace of the past seems barely out of reach. My cold is getting better, and I'm feeling happy getting back to my routine. In the morning breeze of winter, I reviewed the events of the night before. My talk with Aglaia over the phone. What kind of change will her absence bring? I've made my usual morning stop in front of the store. I used the last of my favorite tea filter this morning. It's time to buy a new pack. Oh, I don't got the option to buy something else. Oh, that's cool. It's better to keep things on track, so I've decided to buy the usual. Truth be told, my conversation with Aglaia caught me off guard last night. I feel like I have to balance out these fresh feelings with something that gives me known comfort. I forgot what was the conversation after I say it's okay, so I'm sorry if I don't speak up on something about that, or I don't link anything about that, because I take a break before on the previous one. But these ones though, where I'm trying to get all the endings, I don't take a break on this one. And yeah, it has been like 3 hours after that video when I'm doing this recording right now. So how the fuck am I supposed to remember that? Anyway, I'm sorry. Every time my mind wandered off during my walk to the office, I stopped and looked at the box of tea carefully. The mundane pleasure I associate with this particular tea helped me to focus on my task ahead. Before I knew it, I regressed to my original day-to-day mindset. I have spent the rest of the month doubling down on my tasks. It was a lot of work, but I managed to keep it together. Later that year, a dreadful feeling overcame me as I stood in front of my home. It's so weird that I think that the conversations happen in like just a brief moment, but sometimes a day has passed, a week has passed, a year has passed, but it doesn't feel like time has passed at all. To me, these characters don't change much. I think what I'm trying to say, a year can change you a little bit in a noticeable way, but I feel like they don't change at all. I've had a hunch that I forgot about something, but whatever it was, it seemed insignificant. After a quick oh, you forgot about the fruitcake. That's a bit sad. After a quick search for my keys, I entered the building as usual. I wonder where the other tenants are. It's starting to feel like a morgue in here. After unpacking my things, I settled down for my usual rest. These naps have been the highlight of my days. Tell you something about that? Naps, highlight of your days? Might as well just be a morgue. The world in my dreams is becoming increasingly vibrant and clear. It's always the same colors. It's a memory from the past. I can see it. Bells used to ring loudly. This city of the past is full of life. It's strange. Back then, I did not need to interact with all these people. They were just a pleasant backdrop, accompanying my early years. Yet, many years later, it would now feel so natural to stop and befriend them. I would love to meet them and talk about all sorts of things. Sadly, I'm stuck. Maybe I can stay here a little longer. I could feel a painful pressure building up in my chest, but I refused to wake up. There's no point in getting up tonight. Little by little, my thoughts muddled. If I've had to choose between this world and mine, I'd choose to dream of the past over and over. The days continued with this mindset of living in the past. My fate cemented. I could break down my life to a series of repeating loops. First, I go to work. Then, I go home to dream. First work, after that dream. Work, dream, work, dream, work, dream, work, dream. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Whoa, that's creepy as shit. I'm stuck. What is this smell? Something smells like black mold in here. I can't move my legs anymore. I died in sleep. There's another scent. Is that tea? I could make out a ghostly figure in the hall. Who is making my tea in my kitchen? The intruder turned towards me. I couldn't make out the face, for it is my own face. Little by little, the figure dissolved into nothing. My thoughts began to feel rotten and sickly. The mold was spreading quickly, like black ants over a ripe fruit. My soul projected itself into the center of this damp, disease-ridden nest. My body was lost, and I could dream no more. All that was left of me was a white envelope with something small inside it. I could see it on the kitchen counter from the corner of my room. My throat was all dried up and salty. I wanted to get out of here, but my torment seemed eternal. After God knows how long, I started to see my situation in a different light. I still couldn't move out of the corner. I was like a long dead bug in the corner, all dried up and forgotten. Just what on earth was the web I got entangled in? I've had no idea. It didn't even matter. I've accepted my fate as a passive observer of sorts. In time, I've become quite good at it. I was calm, cold, and unchanging, like the stones around me. The hive was also evolving. The fungus dried up, and its flakes of dead tissue flew across the room. I couldn't move, but I could channel my consciousness through this flying, dead matter. This necrotic skin stuck up on the windows so that I could see through them. No longer facing the kitchen, I quickly developed a new obsession. With my sole eye fixated on the streets, I forgot all about my previous form. My new body was an unmoving object, a transparent window. Passively observing you became the people that watches you. I had no desire to spread my influence further. All things considered, this life was perfect, if you could even call it that. There was a corner in the street that I really liked in particular. I ended up staring at it blankly, lost forever in the past. As my mind was dying, the electricity started failing too. The blackouts began in the house. Soon enough, the whole street started going dark, spreading like cancer. What is happening to my character right now? In the darkness, I have lost everything that made me human. My last thought as a sentient being was spent watching someone in the dark, lost in time. Whoa! She was making hurried steps towards me while speaking on the phone. She locked eyes with me. My mind went blank after that, joining my body in a place far away from here. Right now, there's a marked house. That's our conversation. Yo, that sends shivers down my asshole. What the fuck is happening? I like this story. Damn. It should be silent, but someone is living here. Some lights are on. I can feel their presence watching me. Work? I guess this is more of my character embracing their side, the extreme version of embracing this side of them. That was a twist though. Twisted on my dick, like damn. This is the part of that scene. This is the ending of Work. See, right? That's creepy as shit. I'm not so sure if this is important or not. I'm a bit firm in my belief. And wait, I myself have become one with the building before. On ending B, I have experienced my character as a building, as a soul of a building. So yes, I'm gonna say yes because I technically know that is true. I didn't think you're the type who believes such things. Well, if you're like me, you'd believe that shit too. And normally, I'd think that you're messed up in the head for thinking that. But the things I felt just now, let's just say that I'm walking at a much faster pace than before. I tried skipping the topic about the supernatural on purpose afterwards. Alright, it's the same conversation. Let's continue to another choice. See, told you, it was not that important. Let's buy the usual tea this time. I hope it doesn't lead me to the same ending. You gave me the same shit, you bitch. You asshole. What was that, bro? What was that, bro? Wait, if this leads to the same ending, then what? I will see Aglaia again, but she's having the same conversation. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Time loops? I thought, oh my god, bro, whatever. This choice. Eat the fruitcake or stop dreaming and finish chores. I think I didn't choose that one for the last time. What does this lead to? Fruitcakes? Who am I kidding? I have no time for this. I've got to get back into it. This is my office. Everything is so pink, but the pink is so dead. I kinda don't like it, even though I like this color, because it's the color of Dead Man's album, yo. In the direction of sunlight and nightlight. Y'all should hear that album. With her gone, the office stands completely deserted. I've decided to focus on work, so that's what I'll do. I've left my thoughts at the back of my head and occupied my mind with many tasks. It was tough for me to focus today, but I finally snapped back to my usual routine of working like a mindless drone. It's not as bad as it sounds. This whole thing may feel repetitive, but I really do enjoy it sometimes. Each minute of progress tonight will make tomorrow easier for me. With the empty chairs facing away from me, the night was perfectly still inside the building. My gaze constantly shifted to the door at the end of the room. You expecting somebody? Just a few more hours and I'm out of here. Ooh. My silent world was suddenly invaded by the door slowly opening. Who's there? The door stopped for a second before swinging open. It did not scare me. It almost felt comical for some reason. What the fuck? I started seeing a vague shape in the dark, with two pale dots all too glossy and reflective for human eyes. The figure seemed tall and did not speak. It looked straight at me from the dark. As creepy as shit, bruh. I'm having chills down my asshole. We locked eyes for a little while. I haven't seen anyone else all day since I went to the store in the morning. I started scratching my head. This whole thing was getting awkward. That might not even be a human, bruh. That thing is probably looking at you, scratching your head like, bro, is this bitch ass guy real? Why is he confused? The figure was holding something as it entered slowly. Oh, it is a human. You're wearing sunglasses. How does your bright blue eyes shine through the dark? Okay, people with blue eyes be different, man. It was a tall, wise-looking elderly man. Wise-looking. Just because he has a beard? Whatever, man. He had an air of calm around him, a rare trait these days. After some hesitation, he looked me in the eye through his sunglasses and started speaking in a hoarse, dry voice. What are you doing out here? Is that voice hoarse and dry enough? Is that a hoarse voice? Still sorry for that stupid joke, man. I'm working. Working? Who in their right mind would work at this hour? Well, what about you? What are you doing in here? Well, friend, as a matter of fact, I'm working too. I'm the janitor. And it looks like I'm not the only idiot working a night shift. Are you here to close up? Nah, just mopping the floor for now. What's the matter? Wait, let me guess. You're not getting paid for what you're doing right now. Is that what's eating you? No, I don't think so. If you'd like to discuss it, I'll be outside for a smoke break. Thanks, but I've really got to finish up. Friend, that work could wait until tomorrow. You should join me outside. Anyway, you know where I'll be in case you change your mind. It's rare to have a chat these days. That's right, you're real. The janitor left the room. I could hear him fidgeting with his lighter in the corridors outside. It sounded like he couldn't resist lighting up before exiting the building. Talking with someone this much was overwhelming, but he seems different from most people I've met. He's left a strange mixture of upbeat tension inside the room as he left. Okay, one cigarette wouldn't hurt. And then I go out and then I have a kiss with him. I've left my chair and set out to find my new companion outside. Hey, my companion. Where did that man go? You asking me? You're in the building with him, you stupid bitch. I was searching for a small orange light in the darkness. A puff of cold smoke entered my nose as I turned around a corner. Let's see this dude's... Why is he looking so stupid? Oh, I think I know why. Because he's pixelated, but all the people that are in that box used to be not pixelated. I don't know. They're not that 3D looking. Anyway, there you are. Do you smoke? Not really, but you got me into the mood. I'll take that as a compliment. I swear, the filter is getting longer on these each day. Just like at this damn cigarette. If they keep this up, it's all going to be one sad, long filter without any tobacco to smoke. Just what is wrong with these people? You can't just mitigate the risk out of everything. What are we left with after we do that? Without the risk, there's just nothing to it. Simple as that. Never mind that. I got a little carried away there. So, what's up? Well, right now, you could say I'm in a little bit of trouble. A girl I used to work with just quit, and I have a lot on my plate because of that. I've had to make a tough call. I've let her go as soon as she wanted to quit, and now it backfired. So this colleague, this girl, just vanished suddenly. Did it make you feel good? What do you mean? Helping her. Did it make you feel good? I'm not so sure anymore. Yes, I think. That's good. It's hard to understand people these days, let alone help them. You've made the right call, friend. I would have done the same. Thanks. I was thinking, it's just a wild idea, but how about you join me for a drink? There's a bar that I know. It's close. What? Right now? Are you serious? Yeah, let's leave this stupid place. Let me close up real quick. What about the mopping? It doesn't matter. I mean, look at this place. It's dumb. I'm not even sure why they're paying me. Mopping up doesn't make a difference. Come on now. It's great to see someone willing to talk. We must have looked stupid loitering around in the cold like that. He seemed like the type of guy who pulls you in deeper and deeper into his world, shaping you in the process. He does seem like that type of person. I've known someone like him before. You never know what to expect with people like this. Even if he was a bit forceful, still, we were just two regular people, starved out for human contact. There was nothing to lose. I've decided to join him. For an elderly guy, the janitor walked fast on his feet. Well, he is the janitor, so what are you talking about? We quickly synchronized our pace and walked the empty streets in an aura of calm curiosity. I've noticed something else about him while we were walking. Being a chain smoker was one thing, but every time he exhaled fumes, I saw a spark of uncharacteristic anger in him. You don't like being here, do you? Beg your pardon? This place, ever thought about? Sure I have. But there's something else that's been bugging me for a while now. I would like to know if other people see it the same way as I do. There's just no telling. Been here my entire life, and yet... Nah, it doesn't matter right now. This is a happy day, after all. It's good that you've decided to join me. I thought that I'd have to pull you out of your chair for a second. What kind of bar is open at this hour anyway? The good kind. I'm not convinced. Don't you worry, we're almost there. You won't have to endure this cold much longer. Now, the streets will get a little darker around this part. Just saying. No problem though. This is a safe neighborhood. Oh, looks safe enough. It isn't even that dark. The janitor was right. The air around the dim alley carried a cozy familiarity. Oh, by the way, if you read this week's new pamphlet... Sorry, which pamphlet was that? The church predicts a new solar flare approaching. I wonder if we'll be okay. Damn, I didn't realize that he's one of those guys. Now, what's that look on your face? You know what we do to the ones who oppose the common good? Got you there for a second. Yeah, like they would let you join with your cigarette problem. Sure. Come on now. It was a stupid joke. Gotta have a way to lighten all that baggage. Do you know anything about them though? Sure I do. They've had an office just around the corner from my street. There were a lot of them back in the day. They weren't messing around either. The way they saw it, you either helped them spread their pamphlets or risk yourself a good old beating in the middle of the night. And did you? I couldn't be here otherwise. But that was a long time ago. They're a bad joke now, at least where I live. The janitor suddenly stopped at an unexpected spot. Another one of his stupid jokes, I thought. We've arrived. Come. You're joking, right? What? Do you have anything against ladders? It's not that far down, don't you worry. It won't break your neck. That's reassuring. Come on, our drinks are waiting. Bro, I wouldn't climb that ladder. I was just jumped down straight to the bottom. My companion started climbing down the ladder with what seemed to me like many years of routine. I followed him down the sewer drain. How I miss this place. His surprisingly distant voice echoed up the ladder towards me. I'll get us something until you get down. Just keep climbing. How did he climb down so quickly? Siberia. Lane. I finally reached the bottom. The bar had a surprisingly good atmosphere. It seemed all too nostalgic. I felt like I was trespassing in someone's living room. I could feel a familiar moldiness in the air, the one that most of the houses around here have. But there was more to this place. It was a time capsule of hazy memories. It seemed to have way too many seats for a pub like this. It could have been quite popular in its prime. By stark contrast, even the bar was left unattended tonight. I leisurely turned around and saw my friend sitting in the corner. He waved, urging me to join. Hey man, you look chill. Thanks for the drink. Don't mention it. The next round is on you though. Sure. Been trying to save up a little cash on the side. As you can see, it's not going too well. I was thinking about asking him what he means by that. That was before he noticed me staring at his glass. He nodded in silence. You rarely talk to people, huh? Is it that obvious? Not to be rude, but I can sense how nervous you are. It's okay though. Opening up is never that easy. I don't want to lecture you about that, but the thing is, I'm old and I have a long beard. That means I could say anything and pass it as wisdom, I was starting to get used to the temperature inside the pub. I finished my first drink in a few minutes to warm myself up. No longer cold, I took off my coat and got up to get a second round for us. With still no one tending the bar, I shouted back to the janitor. There's nobody here. How do you pay for the drinks? He shouted back instantly, in an automated tone. He must have said the following words a million times by now. Check the price on the board. Put the money inside the box in front of you. Careful though, you won't get any change back. Smile into the camera, clean glass over the counters, you draft the beers yourself. I followed his instructions carefully. The first beer ended up as one sorry cup of foam. I was looking around helplessly. Oh, and most importantly, do you know how to draft a proper beer? Nope. The second one turned out okay. Guess I'll give this one to him. You were right. What do you mean? Damn, I was impulsive again. Mopping. I'm talking about mopping. Should have finished up before this. It's okay. I get it. Don't worry about that now. Look, I don't know why I keep dragging random people here, but there's something to this place. I feel you, friend. I like it here. It gives you a good feeling, almost like warming your soul around some fire. I'm glad. You're the first one to say that in a while. Looks like we're not completely lost yet. The faces I see, they're becoming transparent. Just what are they? One day I'll be able to walk through them, I swear. Remember the girl I mentioned? Aglaia, the one who quit? Yeah, what about her? She was different. Still had some life left in her. Huh. I know what you mean. Not being used to drinking, I woke up with a headache the next day. I never saw the janitor again after that night. I checked in, did my job, the usual stuff. At first, it seemed like nothing had changed. That's until I saw someone, a lost man, late one night. He asked me for directions, and I asked him to join me in for a drink. I became the man? Why would I do that? What is this ending even about? It's so weird. I don't know what to say to that ending. You know, I'm sorry if I was just like swiping that shit on the bottom of a rug. Because what was that? Alright. Oh, I can rest. Or I can call Aglaia. What if I rest? My rest began by curling up under the machine in a fetal position. It was so damn cold that my body went senseless. I could hear the wind pushing against my new makeshift home. I'm somewhat protected from the elements, at least. Slowly but surely, my mind started to give up on my consciousness. I thought about various things, the everyday, usual things at first, about losing my home, my solitary existence, work, Aglaia. Just what kind of place will I end up living in next? What about flatmates? Will I have any? These were the thoughts I was having while freezing to death. I've had a dream while sleeping inside the telephone booth. Some might call it an out-of-body experience. I think I was having a fever. I could feel an electric current through my spine, shooting way up into my throat. Everything else was numb in my body, lost in the cold forever. This state seemed eternal, until someone new joined me in the telephone booth. They must have been warm. I noticed a sudden change in the air. It took me a while to realize what was really happening. My new guest was kicking and stomping hard on my back. I could feel my body wriggling around, trying to give more space. I tried shrinking smaller and smaller. Each second, I shrank, becoming less significant. The man in the booth didn't like me being in here. It was a drunk man, a mystery man, calling home in the middle of the night. I couldn't understand a thing he was saying over the phone, but I can tell that it wasn't a pleasant conversation. Something made me lose my place in this world. What was the reason why I couldn't find my way back home that night? I wanted to get to the bottom of it, but it made me afraid of getting lost again. I had to work harder and harder to regress my thoughts. I was back in my usual life, but the tea I once loved never tasted the same. Route E? Damn, bruh. Work got so many shit. I don't ever want to get work. Every road leads to work. Now it's time to call Aglaia. Time to say goodbye. Yo, chill. Why is this game lagging, man? It's just a bunch of text. Goodbye, Aglaia. Take care of yourself. You too. Aglaia is gone. I have found myself still holding the receiver, looking for something that seemed to be lost inside me. The cold, familiar walls, the emptiness all those lost connections. I'm leaving this whole place behind. Is it true that I won't be able to come back? The glowing night lights watch me on the open road with an all too familiar stare of mockery. Just what is this place trying to tell me? I tried to follow Eglea's advice and took the tiring, swirling streets, only cautiously glancing at the inviting darkness beyond this cold neon tone. At this hour, I felt like I was doing something I shouldn't. I was a petty thief, leaving the crime scene with a slow-burning, muted conscience and the fear of God's wrath at the back of my head. I felt like I was defying the laws of life itself, of how the world was supposed to work. It was the most serious of sins. I thought about turning back, but I never did. After many hours filled with paranoia, I saw the end of the city without anyone trying to stop me. Despite being mythicized all the time, it looked pretty normal. The end of the city is just a point in space where the endless concrete ends and the infinite unknown begins. There is no resistance, no border guards trying to shoot me, or anything of the like. It's just a casual walk through it in the cold dead of the night. After stepping through, I was enveloped in total darkness. The stillness out here feels different. Everything around me is alive, breathing. There's no light out here, and everything is cold and wet from the rain. I may freeze to death tonight, but somehow I feel calm. This black void I found, it's perfect. Just how many hours was it since the last time I had anything to drink? The feverish delirium of new adventures quickly left my head as I realized how tired I was getting. I have found a relatively dry patch of cushion-like moss under a formless, towering tree. I try to cover myself up with as much clothing as possible. I don't dream. It's as if my mind shuts down for a long while. Now the sun has risen. I wake up as a new person, present in the moment. I'm sitting up with my back pressed to a tree. I watch the sun go down with an empty stomach and my senses barely present. I spend a short day sitting, waiting for something to happen. Before long, the frail warmth of the sun leaves me again. Whoa, my strength was long gone. I think I was dying of thirst. All I did since I came out here was waste away under this tree, where I collapsed, and God knows when. Still, I was content. This was my punishment for leaving. I was willing to accept it. I was out of it, totally aimless, but I was finally free. There was this vast, pale satellite in the sky that night. It looked just like the moon, but I've had a feeling it was something else. It was a distant, barren world, just like the one I lived in. It tried to tell me something, so I opened up my heart. What it taught me was simple, banal even. I don't even know what that is. In this barren, empty place, nothing is wrong or misplaced. That was it. And it was enough to keep me going, to experience more. Just how stupid is that? I survived the winter on the simple drive to see the beauty of this still, empty world with fresh eyes. That's a good thing though. New perspective on your whole life. See the world as it is, as how empty it is. It's just a reason for you to get the camera. I came out of the forest and reached a point of no return. Wow, beautiful field. I was lost in an infinite grassland, as far as the eye can see. I wish I was lost in an infinite grassland too, because, oh boy, just letting the wind blow past me, hearing the grass, molesting each other like that shit would be peaceful. And just imagining slumbering on grasses, you know? That shit must felt great. I was growing thinner and thinner, but those things no longer mattered. I have found a new kind of warmth, a delicate wholeness in this place. My mind opened up to bathe in this bliss. Like a blooming wildflower, my being filled up the whole landscape. It wasn't without pain, but managed to keep myself alive just for the sake of being here. The open space did something else as well. With not another soul around to use as a mirror for seeing into myself, I stopped being me. Everything was calm and absent. As the weather started to warm up, I ventured deeper and deeper into the heart of the wilderness. My journey felt strangely intimate. The further I went, the closer I felt the presence of something. Something that I could only describe as the kernel of this world. Each day, I thought less and less, and my body was running out of time. This was the last time I was scared too. I thought I saw a human from the corner of my vision. I started running in the opposite direction and never looked back. I saw Aglaia, but I was too scared and afraid of seeing who I am. Why would you be scared of that? Because you said you need a mirror. No. He used to want to see another person, to see himself, but he has lost himself due to the passing of time. Just kinda sad. This ending is kinda blissful though. I don't think there would be any other ending that I can get. I'm trying to think of options that I didn't choose yet, the ones that mattered anyway. I think I already got all of it, which is great, because my throat is hurting for a splurting. You know, what the fuck was that? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore because I should stop. Alright, thank you. And oh yeah, I played this game because the artist who made this, the drawer, the illustrator for the characters, the one that is pixelated and looking kinda creepy, is Rokis Diaz. I don't know how to say that shit. And I like their art. That's what pulled me in. I was looking at this on Steam and I thought, wait, I know that art style and I want to interact with it more than just observing the art, you know? So it was kinda cool, I guess. Anyway, that's all from this game. Mobile Murder Mystery, which the title doesn't even make any sense. I don't know why would it be that, because that sounds like a detective game where you solve cases, and it sounds like a Persona game or something like that. I don't know. I never played Persona. I was just saying shit. I'm a poser, yo. Anyway, yeah. Thank you and goodbye.